Hi everyone, I'm Bonita from rural Kansas, and I am early retired. I retired early at almost 58 years old in October of 2023. I am now 60 years old. I am riding it out until Social Security kicks in, and I love frugal living. I share tips and tricks on this channel, and it has afforded me the opportunity and choices to have the freedom that I wanted at an earlier age. I hope you enjoy this video. Hi everyone, it's a little later in the day today, so I have some of my curtains kind of closed or there's a big glare on the camera. But I just wanted to share that this channel is for frugal inspiration. It is to encourage you, to inspire you, hopefully to motivate you to see areas that you can save in your own lives to make your life easier. Yes, frugal living makes your life easier. It makes you have more money, so you have more choices. So when things happen, you are not set back as far as if you had not saved to begin with. And I just came in from hanging clothes on the line. It is extremely hot out there, but this video today is going to show you some of the ways that I save to be able to stay home at an earlier age. I am early retired. I have been early retired now for a little over 2.5 years, and being able to stretch my dollar makes a huge difference in my day-to-day life. Now, when I share things, you can pick and choose as to what works for you, or maybe it will inspire you to think of a whole different way to save money in your own home. You don't have to do as I do or do as I say. This is just to inspire you to come up with ideas that work in your household. So let's get started. Here is my small shopping haul that I got when I went to one of the grandchildren's ball games tonight. I'm trying to consolidate trips, so I'm just picking up things when I have a ball game, and other than that, I'm not doing any shopping. I stopped by Dillon's and I picked up this organic milk, reduced fat, $2.42. I had a $1 off coupon, making it $1.42. A gallon of milk right now is $3.19. I picked up 2 orange juice that were on markdown for $2.02. I picked up a coffee creamer, a large size, $5.99. This was on clearance for $3.14, so I picked up one of these, even though I do have one in the fridge. I don't use it all the time, but once in a while I like to have something a little bit sweet on top, so I do keep those. They last forever. I had a 16 slice pack of cheese on sale for $2.49. A package of butter on sale for $2.99, and this chocolate drink, which is very low sugar and only 90 calories, was free with the Dillon's app coupon this week. My next stop was Aldi. I picked up 3 of these grapefruit fizzy drinks for 59 cents each. I usually don't buy these, but I do like to have them in the summer on these days that are like 96, 97 degrees. They're very refreshing, so I did treat myself and pick up 3 of those. I've been getting frozen blueberries at Walmart, and I've been getting 16 ounces for $3 and something, but I found them at Aldi, 24 ounces for $3.79. This is a better deal, so I will be getting them at Aldi from now on. And then they had Pink Lady apples, 3 pounds for $3.49. They still have scales in our Aldi, in our Dillon's, and in our Walmart here. And I put some bagged apples on the scale. This one was 3.5 pounds instead of 3 pounds, making them $1 a pound. My last stop was at Walmart. All 3 of these stores are on 3 corners right in the same spot, so I don't even have to drive special extra to shop at all 3 and get the deals. I picked up 4 packages of this tomato, basil, barley, and beans. I really liked this when I took it on my car camping trip. It's great wrapped in lettuce. It's great to eat plain or with crackers. They were $1.28 each, and I was looking for some of these for when I work the state fair and take my lunch in September. I also got 2 packages of cookie dough. I usually don't buy these, but I'm going to buy them and stick them in the freezer. They were on sale for $2.50 a package. I bought a rebate for $1, making them $2 each a package. I got this little Kinder chocolate bar. It also was free on the Ibotta app, and bananas were only 39 cents a pound. That was the deal of the day. And the last thing I picked up was 3 12-packs of Diet Pepsi at Dollar General. They were on sale this week, 3 for $16. They also had a coupon that was $3 off of 15, so I took advantage of that, and I had $1.50 back in rebates from buying something else, making the total cost $11.76. That equals out to about 33 cents a can, which is right around what I like to pay for it. As you know, I've cut down to 1 of these a day. Several years ago, I used to drink several a day. It is just too expensive and it's not that good for me, so I cut down to 1, and I was able to do that just substituting with water. And this will last me now 36 days, and I have 10 left when I purchased these, so I have 46 days of Diet Pepsi. When I start to get low on something, I put it on my list. I start watching for sales to catch the rotation so that I never have to pay full price. I have seen 12 packs as much as $10.99 a 12 pack or more, and I'm not paying $1 a can or more. That's just not going to happen. So that's how I keep from paying full price, and I'm able to stay in that budget on everything that we use. We have a budget of $245. We are a household of 2, and we split the cost $122.50. And that includes all of our household supplies: toilet paper, shampoo, conditioner. I use dishwashing soap because I hand wash dishes, and laundry soap. I clean with vinegar and water. I do use Ajax powder once in a while to clean, but I have very few cleaners in this house, and that keeps that household supply part of that budget extremely low. We keep 1 roll of paper towels in case the cats get sick and we have those to clean up something really messy like that. But other than that, we do not use paper towels. And one of my favorite hacks is to save any newspaper ads that come in the mail. This one is a rural newspaper flyer. It has a bunch of pages, and I will save these, especially when they're black and white, because they clean wonderful. Your mirrors, your windows, and I will use these like a normal person would use a paper towel, and these get a second use when they come in my mailbox. I was thinking back the other day to the way that I used to buy things back when things cost a little less, when I had a lot of the children at home, and there were so many ways I could have saved. I used to buy paper plates a lot because there were so many plates and dishes to wash. Sometimes just washing all the pots and pans seemed overwhelming. And so we ate off paper plates a lot. I wouldn't dream of buying those or using those for every day now because they're just too expensive. It has to be a picnic, it has to be a camper trip, it has to be something like that for me to pull out the paper plate stash. That keeps a lot of those extras cut back on my grocery list. I don't use foil and plastic wrap the way I used to. I will flip a cookie sheet over a 13 by 9 pan. I will flip a plate over a pan. I will use any type of washable, reusable container or jar rather than using something that will cost me money in the long run, like foil and plastic wrap. I will still use foil once in a while if I make like a camper foil dinner over the campfire or in the camper oven. But for the most part, those do not go on my shopping list, and I haven't had to replace them in years. I used to even use a lot of those around the holidays, and I don't even use them around the holidays. It's amazing when you start cutting back on some of these things that you thought were everyday items and you start replacing them with other everyday items, how you realize that you really can live without them and it's not a huge inconvenience. That's how I look at hanging clothes on the line and not using the dryer. All of those things are not a huge inconvenience, especially since I am home more. I have the opportunity to spend more time thinking about how I am going to save rather than just reacting by buying the convenience items that I bought when I was working or when I had a household of kids at home. Those are great ways to save, and if you have the time to implement them and move into some of those ways that save you money and keep things off your shopping list, that is the best way to save money. A lot of us think that those little things don't add up, but those little things actually do add up, and they can add up into something way bigger. I heard someone say the other day that they used to use Amazon a lot and buy $15 here, $20 there. And they switched it to just doing it one day a month. And that stopped them from spending so much because when they sat down and looked at everything in their cart, they were like, whoa, look at that amount. I can't afford that. But those little amounts were creeping up on them when they were ordering regularly. So it's kind of like that with anything that we implement in our house. Those little amounts actually add up. And I have known that there has been times that things in our cart end up being non-food items. I watched somebody the other day come from a Dollar Tree or a Dollar General haul, and they had one food item out of about $30. And I thought, I don't shop like that anymore. I maybe used to shop like that when I was working, but I certainly don't think like that anymore. If I am shopping, most of the time I am bringing home food items. I don't need more throw pillows. I don't need more pretties. I don't need more bedding. I have enough. And reminding myself that I have enough keeps me from buying all of those little extras that actually add up and then keep me from living the life that I want. I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's just a little bit of insight into the way I think and the way that I save money on a day-to-day basis. And I hope that you have found something useful in this video that will inspire you and help you out. Thanks for watching today. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do that. It costs you nothing, and it would mean so much to me if you would join our community. Have a great day.